So what is which type degree of the polynomial, and how do we identify the degree of the polynomial and types of the polynomials, and the zeros of the polynomial, value of the polynomial with the help of the value of the polynomial, zero of the polynomial we have learned, and geometrical meaning of the zero of the polynomial. So in the geometrical meaning of the zero of the polynomial, these are the things we have learned it. So polynomial, again I will, general form of the polynomial is if p of x is equals to an x to the power of n, an minus 1 x to the power of n minus 1 plus and so on, a1x plus a0, where an minus 1, a1, a0, that means an minus 1, an minus 2 and so on, a1, a0 are, these are called coefficients. So these are called coefficients. What do we call? Coefficients. And they are real numbers. They are all real numbers. And this polynomial is called nth degree polynomial if an is not equals to 0. This polynomial is called nth degree polynomial if an is not equal to 0. If the degree is 1, then it is linear polynomial. Okay? Can you hear me? Can
Yes,
you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Degree
Yes, sir.
Degree 1 means linear. Degree 2 means quadratic. Degree 3 cubic. Degree 4 biquadratic. And coming to the main point in the polynomial, degree. Suppose if you take the degree is 0. If the degree is 0, then that polynomial is called as a non-zero constant polynomial. It is called as non-zero constant polynomial. Another polynomial is zero polynomial. If all these coefficients are zeros, these are all zeros. There can be any real number, it is said. Suppose if they are all zeros, then we can call them as that polynomial is called as a zero polynomial. And zero polynomial degree is undefined. Zero polynomial degree is undefined. So this is about the degree we have learned. Next, value of the polynomial. Value of the polynomial is nothing but in the place of the x, in the place of the variable, if you substitute any number, then we are going to get the value of the polynomial, then we are going to get the value of that polynomial at that particular place. Suppose p of x, this is a polynomial. As an example, if you take the p of x is equals to x plus 2, then p of 2 if you are taking, then you will get 2 plus 2 which is equals to 4. Isn't it? So 4, this is the value of this polynomial at x is equals to 2. This is the value of the polynomial at x is equals to 2. So this is the value of the polynomial. Okay? Did you get my point? So value. Thereafter 0 of the polynomial is nothing but the value becomes 0. For what value of the column? Means for what value of the x? For what value of the variable? The value becomes 0, and that polynomial is called as a value of the 0 of the polynomial. That value, suppose if I substitute here instead of the 2, if I substitute minus 2, what I will get here? Minus 2 plus 2 is equals to 0 I will get. So that means we are getting 0. So that's why this minus 2 is called 0 of this polynomial. Okay? So now type zeros, if you see that, by the geometrical meaning of the 0 of the polynomial means you are going to have the, if you see that graph, if the graph touches the x-axis at only one point, then it is going to have the 1, 0. And do remember that it doesn't mean that if the graph is touching at only one point, it is a linear polynomial. Don't consider that. Some polynomials will be there. If you take the graph, suppose if I draw the graph of this polynomial, it is touching the x-axis at only one point. So one point is touching is nothing. It doesn't mean that it is a linear polynomial. It is not a linear polynomial. It is quadratic polynomial, but it is going to have the repeated zeros. Zeros are repeated. Means it is going to repeat the zeros. Two same zeros you are going to get here at the same point. So where it is touching, that is called a 0 of the polynomial. Where it is touching, that is a 0 of this particular polynomial. This is a p of x polynomial. So now if you observe that if you get like this shape, then it is called as a parabola. So do remember that you can say that if a graph is like this straight line, then it is linear polynomial. It is linear polynomial. If the graph is like this is called as what shape? It is straight line and it is parabola. We call it as a parabola. About the parabola you are going to learn in higher classes, 12th class. So this is parabola and it is going to have this which type of the polynomial represents the parabola? Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. And from this cubic polynomial, the curve will be like this. This, suppose if it is going like, see here, it goes down and it goes up. And it is going to touch the x-axis at the shape of the polynomial will be like this. This is cubic polynomial. Because if you observe that this cubic polynomial, suppose this cubic polynomial is having x-axis like this. If you extend like this, it is going to touch at only one point. So one point it is touching is nothing but doesn't mean that it is a linear polynomial. Do remember, this is the main point here in the graphs of the polynomials you have to remember. So you cannot come to the conclusion that by watching where it is touching it, how many places it is touching the x-axis, the graph. You cannot say that it is a which type of the polynomial. And see here, these two are confirmed. If it is a linear polynomial, it is a straight line. If it is a quadratic polynomial, it is a parabola. If it is cubic polynomial, more than that, then the curve will be like this. And it is going to have still more curves. Okay, depending upon the given polynomial, you are going to get. And previously we have seen that. So this is about the graph geometrical meaning of the zeros of the polynomial. So let us see the first exercise. Here, what do you have? Exercise 2.1 problems. If you see that exercise 2.1. So let us see here. So what is the first question given to you? I will write on the board. Please, while simply not watching, you try to keep your textbooks also in front of you. If you are having textbooks, if not PDF file, whatever I have sent to you, open that one. Okay? The first exercise here, see that the question is given that the graphs of the y is equals to f of x. The graphs of the y is equals to f of x are given in the figures below for some polynomials. Find the number of zeros of the polynomial in each case. Now answer you will only say. The first question I am going to give you that the graph is here given to you like this. This is, what is this axis called? Can anyone tell? Can anyone tell?
X-axis.
Huh? What is this horizontal axis called? Horizontal line is called? Which axis?
X-axis.
It is x-axis and x-axis, this is y-axis. The first question here it is given to you that like this. So can you tell me how many zeros are there for this polynomial? Number of the zeros?
No zero. No zero, sir.
zeros are
No zeros. No zero.
No zeros are there. But can you tell me that which type of the polynomial it is?
So linear.
Linear.
Here the question is asked to you only one thing. But you are not supposed to fix to that textbook question only. You need to extend that. By observing the graph, can you tell me that what type of the polynomial? And here, if you see that what type of the polynomial, if you get that, then here
Linear.
this polynomial form, in what way it will be? In the which form it will be there? Can you tell? Can you tell? Which type of the polynomial it is? Okay, this question I am giving to you as a homework. You try at home and think about it. Think about it. So now here the question is asked to you how many zeros are there. Here as it is not touching the x-axis at all, it is not at all touching the x-axis, then you can say that it is not going to have the zeros. Zeros, no zeros. Number of the zeros, you can write here. See here in your textbook, you need to draw this figure. I used to observe that some of the students directly will write the question number 1 and write number of zeros is equals to 0. simply not, you are not supposed to write only this one. You need to draw this figure, and after drawing the figure, you write number of zeros. Number of zeros is equals to 0. And if you see the second problem graph is given to you. Here I am going to draw the second question to you. The second question is drawn to you like this. Okay. So now here see the graph here. And if you observe that like this, it is given to you. So where it is touching x-axis, so at only one point it is touching. So number of the zeros are 1.
1
Yes,
0.
1. So in the same way, number of the zeros, by observing the graph, easily you can say that how many zeros will be there. And you see, observe it properly, as it is going to have the 1 0 only, I already said to you. If the 1 0 is there, you are not supposed to stick to that, it is a linear polynomial. If it is a linear polynomial, the straight line you are going to get, but it is not a straight line. Although it is a curve, it is not a quadratic polynomial. Its degree will be more than 2. So, and the main important point you need to remember that if the degree is n, then it is going to have at most n zeros. How many zeros will be there? At most, maximum n means 0 भी हो सकता है, zeros 1 भी हो सकता है. Suppose if I say any quadratic polynomial, for a quadratic polynomial, how many zeros will be there? My question. Then usually you think that quadratic means second degree. Second degree means 2 zeros will be there. No, it is not mandatory that you need to have the 2 zeros. You may have the 0 zeros, you may have the 1 0, you may have
Maximum 2 zeros.
because I have given the 3 examples to you in the previous class. You revise that class once again. I have given 3 examples to you and I asked you to find out the zeros and draw the graphs and identify them. I told you. If you did that one, then you will be recall that one. So with this, you can easily understand all the problems. Can you do it? Of the first exercise.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
If
sir.
anyone cannot do, then in the next class, you ask me, sir, exercise 2.1 में ये problem मुझे doubt आया. You are very free to ask. Okay, so ask me that if you are having any problem, then you ask me. Okay, now let us move to the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial. Let us move to the zeros and coefficients. Okay. So the next topic is, shall we go? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All the problems are just 6
Yes.
problems are there. All the 6 problems are very simple and you can do it in a proper way. Okay? Now here, the next topic is relationship between zeros and coefficients. First, let us see the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, quadratic polynomial. Sir, why quadratic polynomial? You directly enter into quadratic polynomial. Why don't you take the linear polynomial? You may get out. So, what is the general form of the linear polynomial? Ax plus b. General form of the linear polynomial is ax plus b. How many zeros will be there? Only 1 zero will be there. The zero, what can be the zero of this polynomial? What can be the zero of this polynomial?
B by A.
What can be the zero of this polynomial? ये polynomial का zero क्या हो सकता है?
Sir, minus
Can you
B
tell?
by A. Minus B by A.
Yes, very good. So now here this is only 1 zero will be there. Relationship between the zeros बोल रहे हैं हम लोग. Zeros बोले तो ज्यादा होता है तो उन दोनों को बीच में दोनों और तीनों को बीच में relationship क्या है? ये बात कर रहे हैं. So इधर एक ही जीरो है, वो एक जीरो माइनस बी बाई ए है. एक जीरो minus b by a. Okay, let me give you some more examples also because all the students you need to understand. Tell me what is the zero of 2x minus 3? What is the zero of 2x minus 3?
Minus 3 by 2.
3 by
3 by 2.
yes. 2x plus 3
Minus 3 by 2.
minus 3 by
Minus.
very good. So now
By
like this zeros of the linear polynomial easily you can identify. How do we find out the zeros of the quadratic polynomial in the next topic you are going to learn? And here also I will explain to you here how do we find out the zeros. First, let us see the what is the relationship between the zeros of the polynomial. First, before going to that, here let us take the general form of the quadratic polynomial. If p of x is equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. A should not be equals to 0. Do remember that. A is not equals to 0. Okay. So if a is not equals to 0, then you can say that here ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0 is the given polynomial. It's a given polynomial. And whose zeros are, let us consider the two zeros we'll get now. The two zeros are alpha and beta we are considering. Okay, alpha and beta we are considering. Then what is the relationship between these two zeros means sum of the zeros. One is the sum of the zeros. So what are the zeros we said here? Alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta is equals to
minus b by a.
B by a. This is the sum of the zeros of the polynomial. So here sum of the zeros of the polynomial is minus b by a. So minus b by a is nothing but b is nothing but x coefficient minus coefficient of x
Square.
by
Oh, x. Coefficient of x square.
x square. Coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So you can write sum of the zeros of the any polynomial. This is we have taken one example, general form. So this is sum of the zeros of the polynomial, and product of the zeros of the polynomial product is nothing but multiply. Product of the zeros of the polynomial, that is represented by alpha into beta, which is
C by a.
c by a. C is nothing but here what is c? It is
Constant term.
constant term. Constant by a is the coefficient of x square. So the a is coefficient of x square. So constant by coefficient. This is the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. This is a relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Actually, if you see that, sir, how do we get alpha plus beta minus b by a? How do we get? So there will be a proof. We can learn that alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial is nothing but the polynomial will be in the what form? The polynomial will be, if you are taking into consider, I'll explain to you the proof also for this. Just in a one line only. If these two are the zeros, the polynomial may be in the form of x minus alpha into x minus beta. Sorry, x minus beta. So if you expand this one, so what do you get here? X square minus of alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta we are looking at. Now if you compare the coefficient of this polynomial, ये polynomial पूरा polynomial को आप a से divide करो. Or you can see here, if you want here, you can multiply this polynomial by the any polynomial. If you take it to consider, if you multiply the polynomial by the any non-zero constant, then the zeros will not change. Let me give the one small example for that. Okay, suppose what is the zero? What is the zero of this polynomial?
Minus 2.
Minus. Very good. Okay, I have multiplied this completely polynomial by the 2. Then what do you get? 2x plus 4. Now what is the zero of the 2x plus 4?
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
वो भी
Minus
minus 2. आप ये polynomial को x plus 2 4. Okay, for this polynomial, if you multiply the any non-zero constant, then the zeros will not change. So I am multiplying this polynomial by the a. Why sir? Why you are multiplying by the a? Because you are having a x square. So I am multiplying this one by the a. Ax square, a into alpha plus beta. Can you see?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir.
Then why I am not?
No, sir.
Okay, I am multiplying this one by the a. So what I will get here? Ax square minus a into alpha plus beta into x. Completely I am multiplying. Plus a alpha beta. Now compare the coefficients. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this one. So now if you compare this one with this, in the place of b, what do you have? Minus a into alpha plus beta you are having. Isn't it? See, what do you have here? b का place में plus b का place में ये पूरा है. दोनों पे इक्वल करो तो क्या आ जाएगा? Minus a into alpha plus beta is equals to b. So this minus a if you take to the right side, plus a हो जाएगा? No, this a is multiplying. So when you send to the right side, it divides. So then you are going to get alpha plus beta is equals to b by minus a. You will get that can be written as minus b by a. So why do we get alpha plus beta is minus b by a? Means this is a proof you can consider. Okay? And see here, alpha into beta क्या है? C by a. Alpha into beta, a into alpha beta is equals to c, constant. So this polynomial is having alpha beta zeros, and polynomial having alpha beta zeros is this one or this one, and I am comparing both. Then what do you get here? A alpha beta is equals to c. You will get what do you get here? A alpha beta is equals to c. You will get from this alpha beta is equals to c by a. Alpha beta c by a, alpha plus beta minus b by a. So this is the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Okay? Did you get my point? So
Yes, sir.
you note down these points in your notebook. Mainly, the proof is actually not essential. Sum of the zeros. Everyone should be ready to say that. If I ask you sum of the zeros, what is the sum of the zeros means? Minus b by a. सिर्फ minus b by a नहीं से बोलना है. Minus coefficient of x. ये x का coefficient minus of x coefficient by coefficient of x square, because the polynomial is taken in terms of x. Polynomial is taken in terms of x. So note down this one in your notebook. Okay, I'll give the 2 minutes time to you. Please note down.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, if we have x to the power 3 or 4,
Yes. Cubic polynomial. Next I will tell you. Here we have discussed the quadratic polynomial. Next, in the same way, cubic polynomial you are going. Even cubic, not biquadratic. In your textbook, you are having till the cubic only. But you can go for the biquadratic polynomial also. Biquadratic polynomial situation I will explain to you. One problem is there, very interesting problem in the polynomials, very important problem is there. That can be solved in easiest way. Last year, recently, in these examinations only, one of my colleagues made a call to me. So one student has made that problem in different way. Yes, it is correct. And he is in a confusion that whether it is right or wrong. So such one problem I will explain to you, that is biquadratic polynomial. That situation also I will tell you. Okay, simple here. Now let us, shall I erase?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now cubic polynomial. Yes. Cubic polynomial. If alpha, beta, gamma, a gamma, alpha, beta, gamma are zeros of p of x, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a is not equals to 0. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a is not equals to 0. So these three are the zeros if you consider. Then how the relationship between the zeros will be there? All the model of the polynomials will be in the same way. See here, do remember, sum alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. Minus b. And here you need to take three zeros are there, na? And two zeros at a time you take. All the combinations you form. See here, how many two zeros you. First ये दोनों ले लो alpha beta. Next ये दोनों ले लो beta gamma. Next first and last ले लो alpha gamma is equals to c by a unit. One is negative, another one is positive. You are going to get. Next three you take it again. Alpha beta gamma is equals to minus d by a. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
let us
sir.
see how
No,
this
sir.
is given to you in your textbook. This is given to you in your textbook. Now by quadratic if it is given, how the zeros will be there? By quadratic if it is given. So that means suppose ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus bx plus b, where a is not equal. This is for by quadratic. इनका जीरोस कितना हो सकता है? एट मोस्ट मैक्सिमम 4 जीरोस हो सकता है. ओके, 4 जीरोस मैक्सिमम तो 4 जीरोस होता है ना. तो 4 जीरोस होता है. तो 4 जीरोस लेट अस कंसीडर द जीरोस एज अल्फा बीटा गामा डेल्टा. वी कॉल दिस सिंबल एज अ डेल्टा. अल्फा बीटा गामा डेल्टा. अब सेम पैटर्न इज सेम. All these four को add करो. Alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta minus d by a unit. हो गया? अब दो लेना है. Alpha beta, alpha से सब कुछ कॉम्बिनेशन लेना. Alpha gamma, alpha से alpha delta. हो गया ना? Alpha से ये तीनों को जोड़ दिया और beta से जोड़. बीटा अल्फा ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट है. सो बीटा गामा, बीटा डेल्टा, नेक्स्ट गामा से गामा डेल्टा इज इक्वल्स टू सी बाई ए. दो एक बार ले लिया तो सी बाई ए. इधर भी दो एक बार ले लिया तो सी बाई ए. और तीन एक बार ले रहा है. तीन जीरोस को एक प्रोडक्ट करना है. एंड सच टाइप ऑफ द ऑल द प्रोडक्ट्स यू हैव टू ऐड एंड दैट विल बी इक्वल टू माइनस डी बाई ए. Suppose here 3 means ये तीनों के एक साथ ले लो. अल्फा बीटा गामा. हो गया. अल्फा बीटा डेल्टा. ओके. अल्फा बीटा गामा, अल्फा बीटा डेल्टा. तीन एक बार ले रहा हूं. नेक्स्ट बीटा गामा डेल्टा. बीटा गामा डेल्टा. ओके. And if you see here, still is there any possibility of getting the combination in this? 3 at a time लेना है. आप आइडेंटिफाई कर लो. मैंने अल्फा बीटा गामा ले लिया है, अल्फा बीटा डेल्टा ले लिया है. देयर इज अ चांस ऑफ इंस्टेड ऑफ बीटा गामा डेल्टा ले लिया है. और देयर इज अनदर पॉसिबिलिटी दैट अल्फा गामा डेल्टा भी हो सकता है. अल्फा गामा डेल्टा means what are the possible 3 you can take from these 4. ये चारों से क्या 3 letters you can choose, or you have to write. So all you have to write alpha beta gamma, alpha beta delta, beta gamma delta, and alpha gamma delta. Still is there anyone? Still is there anyone?
So multiplying.
Huh?
Everyone. So multiplying. So
हाँ.
into करेंगे.
यस, तीनों को लेके
जीरो का.
क्या बेटा?
सर सारे जीरोस को हम इंटू करेंगे.
हाँ, नहीं, तीनों को इंक्लूड करना है. मैंने तीन कॉम्बिनेशन ले लिया है ना. अल्फा बीटा गामा तीन ले लिया है. Still is there any one more possibility is there in this I am asking. just 4 we will get or still more we will get? Only 4 we will get or more we will get? Is there any other possibility? समझ में नहीं आ रहा? ये 4 ही आ जाएगा? Yes.
Yes, sir.
These 4 only. Still extra we will not get. So this is equals to what you know? Can anyone tell?
माइनस डी बाई ए.
या अब 3 हो गया ना, 3 का कॉम्बिनेशन हो गया ना, 4 का कॉम्बिनेशन है. 4 बोलो तो 4 एक ही बार आ जाएगा. So that means alpha, beta, gamma, delta को multiply कर. This will be equals to E by A. So like this, any polynomial, ये 4th डिग्री है, 5th डिग्री को भी बना सकते हैं, 6th डिग्री को भी बना सकते हैं. समझ में आया? ये टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं है, आप कंफ्यूज मत हो जाओ ज्यादा. मींस if you are getting confused more, then this part you can omit. This is not there in your textbook. Just I am giving to you, some of the students may get interested to learn extra for them, then and this I have given you. समझ में आ रहा है? ये एक्स्ट्रा है, आप लोगों को ये समझ में आना है बस, और ये याद रहना है, ये टेक्स्ट बुक में होगा. And some of the zeros like this, if you are interested, I am expecting you to do the 5th degree polynomial like this combination. सर वन मोर सिंबल क्या लेना है? ले लो, कुछ भी ले लो. अब ये यही लेने का जरूरत क्या है? मैंने बोल रहा हूं ना, इसका कोएफिशिएंट्स क्या है? सपोज आई हैव चेंज्ड दिस वन इनटू a4x power 4. Suppose I have written this one as a polynomial, this polynomial as a a4x power 4, a3x cube, a2x square, a1x plus a0. और ये हो गया ना, इसका जीरोस कंसीडर करो BCDE. Instead of alpha, beta, gamma, delta, I am taking zeros as a BCDE. Then sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros बोले तो same. B plus C plus D plus E will be equals to क्या होगा? Can anyone tell? कुछ नहीं है, मैंने वेरिएबल्स चेंज कर दिया. इसका कोएफिशिएंट्स चेंज किया. इसका कोएफिशिएंट्स ABCD के जगह में A4, A3, A2, A1, A0 रखा है. और अल्फा, बीटा, गामा, डेल्टा का प्लेस में ये BCDE रखा है. Can you tell B plus C plus D plus E क्या होगा?
माइनस डी बाई ए.
बेटा इसमें B किधर है? इसमें B नहीं है ना.
माइनस
देखो वही बोल रहा हूं
बाई
मैं.
A4.
पॉलिनोमियल को कोएफिशिएंट्स को चेंज कर लिया तो भी आप लोग रेडी होना है. इधर आप लोग B है, ये है, तो दैट्स व्हाई P बाई A बोल. ये केस में उधर क्या है वो देखो. हां
A3
माइनस ए थ्री बाई माइनस ए फोर.
माइनस A3 बाई माइनस A4 नहीं है, माइनस A3 बाई A4 है. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
माइनस A3 बाई A4. अब समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I take this combination, all you need to take BC plus BD plus BE, CD plus CE plus DE is equals to क्या होगा? ये. Instead of C by A, what you have to say? C का प्लेस में क्या है? A2 है. A2 by A4 होगा. A2 by A4 होगा. Because I have seen you that the mostly students will blindly try to remember minus B by A, C by A, D by A. No, don't remember blindly. Suppose if I change instead of this polynomial as ax2 plus bx square plus cx plus d, other polynomial change कर ले तो you should be ready to answer it. Further polynomial also. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
I give you the one problem to you homework. Just how many of you will do that one and will submit in a Google Classroom? You can submit your work. Just a simple question I am asking you. If B, C, D are okay, why do we take the B, C, D? We'll take the some other letters. M, N, P. Why M and P? I'll take K, B, comma P, KVP, Kendriya Vidyalaya Parisagar, are zeros of, okay, a2x square, a1x plus a0, where a2 is not equal to 0. Then write sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros. Then write simply I write relationship between the zeros and coefficient. Then write
Sir, it is a quadratic polynomial. How can it be 3 zeros?
sorry. Wait. One more I need to include. Very good. Thank you. Who is that? Who identified it? Can you tell me the name?
Sir Shalu.
Can you tell me who told now?
Sir Shalu has told.
Sir, me.
Once for them claps and very good. You need to identify like that. Okay? Good. So a3x3 plus a2x square plus, because these 3 zeros I have given. 3 zeros is not possible for the quadratic polynomial. I have given a quadratic polynomial. Very good identification. a3x3 plus a2x square plus a1x plus a0 है and a3 not equal to. Write the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So what are the zeros here? K, comma, B, comma, P are the zeros. What are the coefficients here? A3, A2, A1, A0. A3, A2, A1, A0 are the coefficients. So can you do it? I think you can do it.
Yes,
you
sir.
Can do it.
Yes, sir.
This is simple question I have posted to you, and you try at home this one, and one question only I have given to you. If I given to you this one, only one question, then you will be able to try. Some of the zeros means orally I am explaining to you. Some of the zeros means K plus V plus P क्या है? K plus V plus P and KV plus KP plus VP plus, and this one second one, and the other one is K into V into P. See here, when you learn the subject in something in a different way, then it is possible to you to learn very quickly, and you can remember it forever. Simply blindly don't remember that sum of the zeros means minus B by A, product of the zeros means C by A. Like that you don't try to remember. Okay? Did you get my point? And let us see the exercise problems of the 2.2 tomorrow's class, in the next class. That is nothing but in the next class. And if I get a free time to you, I'll message you. Please try to come online in any class. If there is any class is free. Free is nothing but if anyone is not taking the class or not available, then I'll try to contact you in a WhatsApp so that you try to come to the online. Okay? Still, any doubts, students? Do you have any doubts? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First step 3x minus 3 equal to 5. Then place Kashyap. Namrata, you have taken a polynomial of 2 variables. Sir, how to solve
Yes, sir.
this by the substitution method? So why did you go for the next chapter? You are asking the third chapter questions. Namrata, you asked me the
Sir,
third
I was
chapter
just
question.
seeing it. Sir, I like the question,
Linear
so I
equations
asked.
in 2 variables chapter, that is. And Himani, first step 3x minus 3 equal to y, then place the y in term. And she has given a reply. This is when it is happened, just now. You people are really, I'm going on explaining and you people are charting yourself. It's not good. You ask the question here. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you people are going on charting here. Namrata asked one question of the third chapter. and Himani given a reply, then how do you concentrate on the class? If you have this polynomial related questions, if you have, you ask me. And if you have any doubt of other chapter, then you please ask, but not during the class time. Okay? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, beta. Thanks for joining. And please. So cut the call one by one. Come out of the class. Please leave the meeting.